guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Frida Tate. I know it's been a minute since we came out here, but we're here and we're here to stay. For the people that have been following us for a long time, you know that March 27th is a special day for us. Before we get into a video, if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Do turn on the post notification button so that each time we upload a brand new video, you are notified. In today's video, we just want to celebrate with you our special day, March 27th. Today, we decided that this year we are going to celebrate our March 27th. So James and I, we didn't meet the traditional way where people meet at the airport or in school or at the store. Or we met online. We just want to ask some retrospective questions because we've never done this before. So let's go, guys. I'll start by asking James, and I'll probably be answering the same questions. Let's take you on the journey as we stroll down on memory lane. Anyways, like we established, like we all know, we met online. Then we got to a point where you're like, okay, I want to come and meet you. So, like in that moment, when you were going to the travel agent to book the ticket, what was going through your mind?
Oh, well, I'm a bit excited because I'm going to go somewhere I've never gone before, and I'm taking a step. You know, you've got people online, they use those datings. I mean, for us, that was 20 years ago, so.
Yeah.
But let's say they still use the dating site online, and there's some people, they just go on and they look, they're like window shopping, right?
Yes.
So when you book the ticket, you've gone from the shopping phase to the doing phase. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that's how I was feeling. I was going from like taking that step, the big step.
Honestly speaking, as for me, yes, I was so excited that this man is coming to see me, but at the same time, I was a little nervous. And let me explain that. Back in Africa, in Zambia, where I come from, internet dating or online dating was just sort of starting to happen. I know I have heard a story about this person that met someone as a paying friend, and then they eventually met, they got married and blah, blah, blah. You know, that sort of thing. But this is a person that I did not know personally. So it was sort of like a new territory altogether. Like I know I was excited that maybe, you know, I'll meet someone, they'll come and see me, maybe we'll live happily ever after. But honestly speaking, there was a part of me that was not 100% sure that was going to happen. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, even in Canada, like, what was that, 2004, online dating's not anywhere near like it is today. So
yeah,
it was like a bit of an adventure, you know.
Yeah, it was.
We both tried something.
Yeah. Okay, now you are on a plane, you are on the way to Africa. When did it ever think in your mind that, okay, you know, this is the point of no return? What did you think when you first saw me at the airport? Like when we were like, okay, now.
She's tall, so she's, you know, I'm getting off the plane and I've just come into that area where I think I already had my luggage, and I'm sort of coming into the other part of the airport, and that's where I'm starting to wonder, okay, now, what now? Like, will they be there? Is there going to be a sign? Or, you know, maybe, because you never know, right? You go and like for me, life sometimes throws me curveballs like that. You know, if I'd gone and there wouldn't have been anybody there, I don't know. I guess I'm in Zambia for a week or two just to look at whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't last long. I remember that feeling of, you know, question mark kind of feeling. Not maybe only seconds, because then I saw you right away. She puts her hand up like this, and I could see, and she's quite a bit. I think she was quite a bit taller than most of the other people. Maybe you're wearing some shoes like that.
No, I was wearing sneakers that day. I remember.
And her hair was very long. She was.
Yeah, I had braids.
She pulled out the hair, the big hair guns. She had these braids that went like all the way down to her back, maybe even like quite a ways down anyway. So, and that you see this woman and she's beautiful, but then she's got like this hair that, you know, I've never been with anyone else that had hair like that. No, that's. It was nice. It was different, and it was in a very nice way. It looked beautiful and exotic.
Thank you. Yeah. As for me, I did ask for current pictures, like maybe even before he booked the ticket to come, because I just wanted to be sure. I'm that kind of person that doesn't like disappoint. Okay, first of all, I don't like being disappointed. All right. So I don't want to disappoint people, because what I want people to do to me, I want to do to them.
You
so,
want to others.
Yes,
You'd have...
I want not to disappoint people. I don't like being disappointed, so I don't want to disappoint people. So I just wanted to be 100% sure, like this person looks good, such that if and when he comes, I am going to be happy about it. So I asked for pictures, like current pictures. He obviously had no idea the reason why I asked for those pictures, but I did. And then when he sent those pictures to me, I was like, oh, you know what? This man is good looking. Yeah, you know, I would be happy if I ended up with such a man. So when he came, he lived up to the pictures that I saw, and I was like,
I looked like, you know, I was using up-to-date pictures. There, some people,
yeah,
maybe they lost a bit of hair, they gained a bit of weight, or just whatever, but
yeah,
they'll post a picture that's like 5 years ago, and that's pretty generous, right? I think the pictures I put a month or something, they were still pretty up to date. That's how I look.
Yeah, so because even the pictures that I sent to him were the up-to-date pictures.
That's why I recognized you when I saw you at the airport, because your pictures were
up to date.
They were accurate.
Yeah, so I just didn't want anybody to scam me, or sending me some old pictures when they were like, yeah. So anyways, so we met and we hugged, then we went home. Like, I remember very clearly the first home that we went to is because at the time,
did you stop at that Gertrude?
Yes,
place?
At the time I did not have a car, therefore my friend came with me to the airport to get him, and then she had 2 little kids, and so we stopped over at her house. So that's the first house that we went to.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then from there we went to a place. Okay, so like when you saw me, the interactions with my family, friends, and stuff like that, what did you think?
You know, I just remember being open-minded and thinking that here's your family, like,
Yeah.
if we get married, these people, they're going to be like part of your life after this. So taking it all in, like it was like,
Yeah.
we're here.
Like days that followed,
Ah.
What did you think? Like, did I
No,
feel like a different person, or
no, okay.
yeah,
The days that followed, like what you were talking about your family and everything,
Yeah.
I think I was paying more attention to you. Like, just remember, this one here, like, this is the woman, here we are. And we're together, we're in Africa, and it's sort of like, it's kind of romantic, but it's also kind of an adventure, because,
Yeah.
all people from Canada and Western Europe and all these places, they see Africa on TV, and so it's like, if you go there, it's like an adventure or something. And it kind of was. It was definitely.
oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I guess what I was trying to get at was that, did I come out different from what you
No.
were expecting, like,
Not
from
really,
like
'cause-
our chats and
No, we talked on the phone, and I kind of felt like you were what you call reticent. Like, when you're talking, you're not talkative, you're not blabby, you're cautious, right?
yeah.
So you were on the phone, you were being sort of cautious, or at least not jumping around, going leaps and bounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I also knew the sound of your voice, and I also knew the way that you talk. And I think you can get a bit of an idea of
Yeah.
someone's nature by their speaking voice.
Mm-hmm.
So when we met and we were hanging around, well, I've seen your pictures, I've heard your voice, so now we're together in person, and everything's sort of, oh yeah, this is the right one. Like, this is the way no surprise, like, you were the way I thought you'd
that's
be.
a word, no surprises, because sometimes you meet this person online, and then you meet them in person, they come out differently, such that, like, it's like two different people, right? But like, when we met, there was no surprises. It was like just the same person that I have been chatting with online. Like, even when he called me, like, the talking, it was
The same boring voice.
so we hit it off. Actually, like, when we were talking online, we talked about getting married in 6 months. Yeah. And then what made you change your mind such that we got married, like, on the first visit?
She already knows the answer to this.
Okay. Don't say much.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because I got there, and you're on this dating site, and I've come over, and I'm thinking, like, who else am I gonna meet? Like, there's this one, she's pretty good. I was, like, more than impressed with your looks, and your personality was okay. It seemed like, we've hung out together for, like, whatever period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I was going with I don't know if I was going with my feelings or going with my head, or like a mixture of both. And I just thought, no, like, don't go to Canada and then you go back and then some other guy chats her up, like, you're gone. And nobody's done anything. There's not really any kind of, you could make a promise, but it's not like legally binding commitment. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So I thought, it just be my luck. I go back to Canada. We're all set. We're going to get married in 6 months, and then something.
Oh,
happens,
so
right?
you didn't trust me.
So I wanted. It's not that I didn't trust her. I didn't trust other guys, because it's like I think my taste is pretty normal. You see a girl that you're like, wow, she's pretty great, and somebody else, they see her, they'll think the same thing. And then something will go wrong, or you won't even find out. They'll just be like, oh, well, maybe just don't call next week, okay? And you're like, oh, crap, somebody else got in there. So it seemed rational, like, if you're sort of both agreed that you're you're
Yeah.
gonna take that step, then do it now, and then you have certainty. I think that's what I like the way she looked, I like the way she acted or behaved, her character, her nature, I like that too. And so I said, okay, no, and before I go, we'll get married, so that's why.
Yeah, so that's what we did. After 9 days, we went and tied the knots.
We got married, and then I was on the plane coming back, and I remember being in one store at one of those airports. Maybe it was at Heathrow, but I remember thinking I'm married now. Like when I went, I was single, and now I'm coming back and I'm married. So it was like, that's a big difference. And it was that was one of those moments where it starts to sink in.
Very soon, it's gonna be 20 years.
Yeah, in about a week.
In about a week.
And so today is the 20th anniversary of our actual
First meeting,
in-person meeting.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're doing this video about this one on this particular day.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and that's our story. So look out for the anniversary story that we are going to do in a week or so, because in a week,
That'll be it.
that will be our anniversary. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in our next video. Bye now.